My name's Kate, and I live on 2.5 acres off the coast of the Monterey Bay with my partner, 3 dogs, 8 chickens, and our glorious vegetable and flower garden. Today, I'm going to show you how to do eco-printing with flowers. I'm going to go over the materials that I've used, the foraging that I've done in the garden, and the techniques that I've used to get the results that I prefer. Now, eco-printing and natural dyeing, there's so many ways to do things, and there's so many ways to get so many different outcomes. So I encourage you to just kind of experiment and see where your natural dyeing leads you. So let's get started. All right, first, we're gonna go to the garden and I'm gonna pick some carnations because those are the flowers that I'm gonna use in our eco-printing today. Come on, let's go. This year I have all of these carnations growing and I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of the carnation flowers and pick off the petals and do some eco-printing for you. If you wanna try it at home, it's really easy. It's a fun thing to do during flower season. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick these and then I'll see you over in the dye area. Alright, you guys, so before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I did prior to filming this video. I took 2 tea towels and I soaked them in alum. I order my alum off of dharmtradingcompany.com, and I soaked this in water and I used per weight of fabric. So my fabric weighed 200 grams. So that means I put in 2 tablespoons of alum, and that's just what I've been doing. People use all kinds of different materials to mordant the fabric, but you have to soak the fabric in something that's going to allow the dye to stick to the fabric. So that's what I did. I used alum. So let's go over the materials that we're going to use. Like I said, I'm going to use 2 cotton dishcloths. I'm going to use saran wrap. I like using saran wrap. I don't really have any used plastic, but you can use plastic materials of any kind. I find that they provide the best barrier on your fabric to get nice clear prints. You could use plastic that you get from products that you buy, containers that are shipped to you, any of the such. But for me, I'm just gonna use saran wrap. Luckily for me, I found these in our backyard, and they are PVC pipes and they were cut to the perfect size. I don't know. The dye gods were looking down on me for this one. So this is what I use to wrap my fabric around. You will need 2 dowels. I would say, you know, this is a good size. Could be a little longer, could be a little shorter, but remember, this has to go in a steam pot. So get yourself some dowels. Wood would work too. I'm using rubber bands to secure my saran wrap onto my dowels. You can use whatever you want. I've heard people use ace bandages. I've tried wrapping Coban around the pipes to secure the fabric. Whatever you find that works good for you. And then of course, we need our dye material. I actually ended up picking some pincushion flowers while I was out there because I'm curious what color these will make in the steam. But I also picked a variety of the carnations that I have growing out there, and these usually make a really nice pink or purple color on the fabric. All right, so I laid this towel out because I don't want the wood table to get any coloring on my tea towels. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay out some saran wrap. It's a little windy out here right now, so I'm just gonna hold it down and I'm gonna pull it pretty long. How about like that? And I'll just leave it there. Next, I'm gonna take my fabric I'm gonna lay it out. Kind of make sure the saran wrap stays a little flat. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open it. And what's nice is that there's already a crease in here to kind of show me where the halfway mark is. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna sprinkle flowers. So on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do the pincushion flowers. Comes like this, and I'm gonna peel off the petals. So I'm just gonna pick them off and I'm gonna start sprinkling. And I'm just gonna cover it and then I'm gonna whoop, toss the flower. You're basically just sprinkling this all over. And like I said, I don't even know what color this makes. It will be a mystery. Done. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it over the half of it. And okay, so next I'm going to take my dowel. You know, I think maybe we'll fold it. Oh my God. I'm going to fold this over like that. I'm going to roll it onto this dowel. Just like so. That looks good enough for me. There's one. And two. And there's our little bundle. Perfect for steaming. All right, let's go ahead and do the carnations before the wind takes us away. Bundles are done. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to steam these. I have a big stainless steel pot that I use, and I put a vegetable steamer in the bottom, fill it with some water, get it lightly steaming, put these in there with the lid on for about 10 to 15 minutes. The longer you steam it, I feel like the color gets a little bit duller, but it kind of bleeds a lot more and makes more of the abstract watercolor look that I like. I'm not going to really show you that. The next time you see me, I'm going to be showing you these finished and how they came out. So I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'm going to put these in the steamer. I'm going to leave them in the steamer overnight, and I will open them in the morning and let them dry. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. The tea towels are all done. I took them out of the steam bath last night, and I set them on the counter, let them cool in their bundles. I unwrapped them this morning, and I shook all the petals out. They're not completely dry, but that's okay because we'll still see the effects of it. I'm going to go ahead and wait another 24 hours until I rinse them. The colors kind of fade when you rinse them a little bit. And to get the most amount of color to stay in the fabric, I want them to fully dry and have the color sit in the fabric for as long as possible. So let me go ahead and show you. The first one is the one that we did with carnations, and lots of purples and oranges, lots of different colors, which is really fun. This one turned out good. I'm assuming the purple is from the darker carnations and the orange is going to be from the lighter colored carnations. When I first did it, the lighter colored carnations were turning a little more pink, and now they're just coming out a little more orange. I think I'm steaming a lot longer than I did at the beginning, but that's okay because I really like this watercolor look. So here's this one. Hello. And this one is the pincushion flower. This one also turned out really wonderful. I had a feeling it was going to turn yellow. Most things in the garden do. And this turned out great. And it's really speckled. I actually really love this. And I have so much pincushion flower, so I think I'm going to have to do some in the cotton for my quilting project. And as you can see both sides, This one does have a little bit of purple on it. I think that's from the pollen or the stamen. I'm not 100% sure, but this one also looks really great. So I'm really happy with how both of these turned out. And I'm just gonna lay them out. I don't lay them in the sun because the sun can bleach the color out and we don't want that. And I'm gonna go ahead and use these ones for gift wrap. So in my next video for my tutorials, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to wrap a gift, or how I wrap a gift with my fabrics that I have laying around, my yarn stash that I have laying around, and it's pretty fun. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want, you can go ahead and find me on Instagram. That's where I post most of my things. You can keep following along here, like and subscribe to see more videos. I'm going to continue to do, you know, tutorial content, and then also my little chats about what I've been working on. And there's just a whole slew of projects that I have going, so it will change every week, but I really look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.